Hey, IG. Okay. Trying to do both things. Oh, I'm sorry too, by the way. My computer is loud and noisy, and I'm trying to do it on both things. It's like always booting up, always doing its thing. Uh, hello. If you are here, if you're watching live on Facebook in the Look and Feel Your Best Club or on Instagram at Brianna.k.Wilkerson, I'm so excited to be sharing with you all today. And I just want to make sure I'm live in the right place. If you're on live or watching the replay, say hashtag live, hashtag replay. Would love to hear you guys. Hello, Cindy. Great to have you all. So today we are wrapping up the Healthy Habits Challenge that I've been running in the Look and Feel Your Best Club. That if you guys, first of all, I get life is busy, school just started. People are like, I didn't have time to go through. You can still access the materials this week, right? Again, you can go through each challenge each day at your own pace. So please reach out if you would still like to take part in the challenge at kind of a go at your own pace. And I will love to send you the link. But either way, this is kind of a summary of what we did last week and the Healthy Habits Challenge, and also kind of giving you some steps for moving forward. All right. Again, if you're watching live, say hashtag live, hashtag replay. Let me know where you're tuning in from. So I wanted to come on live today to wrap up this challenge, but also just talk about creating a wellness routine that actually works. As many of us are, whether you're heading back to school soon or you're just trying to think about when things settle down a bit, or actually even before they settle down, what can I be doing to really support my body, to support my health, and vice versa. Let me make sure, one second, support my health. Okay, not vice versa. But anyways, okay, we're live. Volume is fine. Because, I think many of us have created routines in the past or tried new things, and it just didn't feel like we could do it sustainably, right? It felt like we did it for a while, but it stopped, or we tried things that didn't work. And I wanted to give you five simple tips today to creating a wellness routine that actually works. And again, I think the Healthy Habits Challenge, if you've not signed up, it's going to help you with one of these. It's going to help you probably with tip 3 on actually what you need to do in those areas, or actually booking a complimentary clarity call is going to help you get clarity around what you need to do. Okay. So when you are thinking about, all right, I want to pay attention to my wellness, I want to pay attention to my healthy habits because I want to start really looking and feeling my best. Well, you need to first, I talked about this on the podcast. If you have not listened to episode 274 of the Tea Time with Brie podcast, go listen to it sometime this week. But I talked about basically making a decision, choosing more, right? Choosing more for your health and life. It takes making a decision and deciding that you're going to make yourself a routine that works. And that doesn't mean you're going to make yourself a routine that you won't have to adjust. That isn't going to mean you're going to make yourself a routine or try habits that are going to be foolproof, fail-proof. No, it means that no matter what, I'm going to figure out what I need to be doing, what I need to be thinking, what I need to be using, thoughts, action, products to really help you reach your goals. It is a commitment, a decision that requires perseverance, that requires tenacity, that requires resilience and just determination that, like, no matter what happens, I am going to reach X, Y, and Z goal or goals. All right. And this is something that, like, I think when clients actually start working with me, they've made this decision. They've decided that, like, no, you know what I've been doing isn't working, and I want to create a wellness routine that works. I want to start feeling good about my body. I want to start finding peace with food. I don't want to feel anxious around food. I don't want to do this. I want to do something that works. It starts with a decision. Because when you decide something, when a woman decides something, no one can stop her. Maybe she can stop herself, but no one else can stop her. Because of the limiting beliefs we have. And so I want you to decide right now, if you're listening to this, you're watching the replay, you're listening to this on whatever, wherever you are, I want you to put in the comments, I want you to email me, I want you to declare somehow that you are choosing you, like you're all in. I don't know, you can phrase it as like, I am all in reaching my goals. No, and you can create whatever affirmation, you can create whatever statement, something like that. I'm all in reaching my goals. Because if you're all in, it doesn't matter what happens. It doesn't matter what obstacle. It doesn't matter what gets thrown your way. You will accomplish it. I'm starting to preach over here. Guys, literally, it starts with choice. It starts with you deciding that you're unstoppable. It starts with you deciding that I'm taking 100% responsibility for my health, for my life, and I'm going to do whatever it takes to see it happen. Because guys, routines change, habits have to change. What I did before kids doesn't work for me now because I don't want to do what I did because it just doesn't fit into my lifestyle now. But what I do now is working now. I've been doing this challenge this month with Street Parking, the fitness community I'm a part of, where basically it's been so simple. You know, it's a challenge they do every August where the founders, the husband and wife who used to be CrossFit athletes, basically they're like, it's like, now they added a third team, but like they get team like members in the community, and it's like, who's going to win? And before it was like, you know, we want to track our water. It was like nutrition, healthy habits plus fitness, but they've made it so simple this year. And it's just like, you can add in other things, or we're just going to focus on making sure you're getting fitness in, and also exposing you to the different type of workouts we have. And guys, I was putting on this outfit today, which is my like Tides tee, Sophia tank, River bra, and Eco leggings, which are black, which I'll talk more about this because this is probably one of my favorite. These are like my favorite pieces. Talking about looking and feeling your best. We'll talk about that soon. I was like, oh, it fits like not as tight. Okay, like, and I just it feels better. And I realized, oh, maybe it's because I've just been consistent in fitness. I didn't take measurements. I didn't step on a scale. Because that wasn't important to me. It was really what was important to me was be consistent. Because I know, guys, I've done this before, and I've helped many clients do this. I know that when you show up, you make a decision, you know what you're doing, and you stay consistent, your goals have to happen. Your results have to happen. There's no way they won't happen. But it starts with you making a decision. So I want you to tell me right now, are you all in on your health? Are you all in? Because if you are, let's ride. Let's go. Let's go on to step 2. So if you're all in, then you need to get clear on what areas you need to focus on. And so in the Healthy Habits Challenge, we cover looking at nutrition, exercise, stress management, sleep, digestion, toxic load, and mindset, right? And all of those areas, just like how all the systems in your body, your digestive, your cardiovascular, respiratory work together, so do all of those habits. Difference here is that when we are trying to consciously shift what we do and how we think, it can be overwhelming to change multiple things at one time. And so I suggest you pick one area. I mean, identify maybe the top 3, but pick one and spend 30, 60, or 90 days working on that one area, and then add another, and then add another, or however long it's like you feel settled in it. And I say this to tell you, that literally it's worked for me. I just did this. I'm foolproof. I'm proof here that like literally I have been spending the last 21 days, it's going to be 28, 30 by the time we're done, focusing just on fitness. But you want to know what naturally happens? When you start to prioritize certain things, it's like other things just become easier. So me, it's like, oh, it's natural that now I'm actually eating probably the amount I should be. Well, nearly. But I'm like, oh, I'm actually hungry, or I'm going to get myself more protein. But guess what? You know what I'm more focusing on in September? I'm actually signed up for Street Parking's nutrition program, 6-week program, and I'm going to be focused on nutrition. I'm a health coach. Why am I signing up for this? Because I'm in a new season, and also I just need someone to guide me. I know what to do, just like you know what to do. But life gets busy. You get in the way. Stuff gets in the way. So I'm like, all right, great. Like, help me figure out what it's like to take care of myself postpartum in this season. How do I make sure I'm eating enough? Like, I actually don't eat probably as much as I should because I'm just like trying to take care of the kids and all these things, right? And so I'm signing up for a nutrition challenge, right? And so I identified that, okay, there's top 3 areas that we're talking about. Number 2 areas to focus on is fitness, nutrition, and sleep. Those are my top 3. Sleep, it is rough right now with the kids, but I still could probably go to bed earlier. I could be like, you know what, I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do for work and then go to bed. There's always more work to be done. So that's something I'm slowly working on, but there'll probably be a month where I'm going to really, after this nutrition challenge, really focus on my sleep routine. You see what I mean? And so it's important to identify those areas. What areas are you feeling like you feel nourished and like you're doing well in? Keep doing those. Don't stop those. But what areas are you like, I need to just pay a little bit more attention to? Identify those top 3. And then the third thing, so you make a choice, you're going all in on your health, no matter what, no matter when challenges come, you're resilient, you can figure it out. You're adaptable to what areas to focus on, top 3. And then 3, what do you need to do in those areas? This is important because you can make a decision, say, I can do all things, and then not do anything. So what are you going to do? And so we talked about many things this week in those 7 areas. We talked about focusing on whole foods, focusing on veggies, focusing on just moving like short amounts and things you enjoy, 10 minutes a day. We talked about, breathing and managing stress. We talked about creating a sleep routine. We talked about switching out your products slowly to get more natural, less toxic burden ones. We talked about affirmation. We talked about a lot of different ideas. So again, if you're searching for ideas, sign up for the Healthy Habits Challenge. And if you haven't signed up, let me know. I will send you the link. But it's getting clear on at least one thing in those areas, right? So for me with my fitness, it was a matter of like, I need to be consistent with 10 to 20 minutes a day, 5 to 6 times a week. And then, that's step 4, but that's what I'm trying to aim for. 10, 20 minutes a day, 5 to 6 times a week. That's my goal. Nutrition, it's like balanced meal, getting all the protein, carbs, and fat. I'm going to focus on that in September. October, sleep routine, then I'll clarify what I need to do there, right? Getting very clear. Ambiguity, it brings ambiguous results. You want to be very clear. I don't want to be a stickler of like, oh man, I only did 4 times. Like, it's like, whatever. Like, you did 4 times. That's amazing. Okay. So you make a choice, make sure you're going all in. What areas you want to focus on, top 3. What do you specifically need to do in those areas? And then 4, what support, accountability do you need to see that come to fruition? I paid money for a fitness challenge. I paid money for that nutrition challenge. Because I know when I put money down on something, no matter if it's $10, $20, $50, $100, or $1,000, I'm all in. Because I said I'm putting in value to get value, and I'm committing to myself by paying. All right. And so what accountability? There are so many out there. You just need to pick which one is good for you. There's, I'm going to tell you share with you what the 3 things that I offer that could be things, but like I have a Healthy Habits Jumpstart 30-day self-study course. I run this course live and I loved it live. Just in this season, I am focusing more on supporting people one-on-one, but this is something that you like. If you buy it, you're like, no, I'm going to go through it. And it'll lead you week by week, focusing on like, okay, which habits do I need to like outline and create, and some resources for you, meal plans, recipe ideas, exercises to manage stress, tips around sleep routine, all of that to help you in those habits. And you can get it and say, September, I'm doing this for 30 days. It's a self-study Healthy Habits Jumpstart course. Another thing that I do is do a 90-minute food and body freedom intensive. Now, this is like 90 minutes. If you're like, I just need someone to help me get very clear on what I need to be doing, help me troubleshoot what's holding me back, and show me what I need to do, where I need to go, to focus on my mind, to focus on my body, to focus on habits, all these things. 90 minutes. That's a one-time thing. Now, there are a lot of, this is my favorite, and I think you get access to all of that plus more, is actually jumping into a 3-month container. I call this my Body Love Accelerator. This is a 3-month program where together you are going to get the high level support. You're going to get tons of coaching calls. You're going to get tons of resources. But most of all, you're going to get one-on-one support on an unlimited basis for 3 months to really help you get clear, take action, hold you accountable, reflect what went well, what didn't go well, and let's keep doing that until you reach your goals, right? So if you come in and say, Brian, I want to focus on nutrition, exercise, and sleep in these 3 months, we're going to focus on nutrition 1 month, exercise 1 month, sleep the other month, or however you want to go about it, right? And so those are the forms of accountability that I think that those 3 things are the things that I could think of right now that would probably be the most helpful to you. Is that Healthy Habits 30-day self-study course, a 90-minute coaching intensive, or a 3-month program. Again, there are other things. If none of those are your cup of tea, go find something else, right? But what support do you need to execute on your choice and those things? And then the fifth thing, this is just as important as making the decision and making a plan, is celebrating and reflecting. This is something I love to do with clients because I feel like we always look at what we don't do versus celebrating what we do. It is important to look at what we didn't do because it's data. It tells us maybe we need to adjust. But also celebrating what we did do is huge because it shows you that you are making steps towards your healthiest life and you deserve to be celebrated. And sometimes with clients tell them like, okay, what are you going to do to celebrate? And they're like, I just drink water. Like, what do I need? I'm like, no, what are you going to do to celebrate? Because it's positive reinforcement. We celebrate our kids all the time. Give them stickers, give them treats, it's like, go get yourself a sticker, go get yourself a Starbucks, and go get yourself a new whatever, because celebrating that is huge. It's going to be so huge for you. And that positive reinforcement is going to tell you that it's going to reinforce that you can do hard things and that you can pursue your goals. All right. And so those are my 5 tips for you. Feel free to write them down. Feel free to use the comments to like answer them. But like you need to make a choice to go all in on your health. And, say, I'm all in. I am all in reaching my health goals no matter what it takes. I'm all in reaching my health goals no matter what it takes. Say that, believe it, speak it, drop it below. Because if so, you're going to give yourself focus because your brain's going to start saying, oh, she's all in. So what are we going to do to make sure she's all in, right? 2, what areas you need to focus on? Pick 3. Right? And then even narrow it down, like, pick 1 after to actually execute on, but pick 3: nutrition, exercise, sleep, water, whatever it may be. 3, what do you need to do in those areas? Be as specific as possible. Ambiguous actions make ambiguous results, right? Specific as possible. 4, what accountability, what support, what programs do you need to see that happen? Again, there's so many out there. It could be an accountability partner, it could be a coach. I mentioned the 3 that I offer and think would be the best right now. My 30-day healthy habits course, my 90-minute coaching intensive, and my 3-month mentorship program. And then 5, celebrate. What are you going to do to celebrate? You can even create, and this is something that I have like a resource for clients where, I have a habits tracker, and you create these habits, you track them, and there's a point system in there, being like, okay, if I get 100 points, I'm going to go celebrate with getting my favorite, buying a book or going for a walk or whatever it may be, right? And that helps reinforce to you. You create what the reward is, right? And then you go ahead and go for that reward. And so those are my 5 tips. I would love to hear you process those, drop your answers to those. Like, what would your celebration be? What kind of accountability, all that stuff. Again, the 5 steps are: make a choice that you're going to go all in. I'm all in. I am all in on my health goals no matter what it takes. What areas do you want to focus on? Pick 3. What do you need to do in those areas? Be as specific as possible. What accountability, support do you need? And then how are you going to celebrate? All right. And as a reminder, I'm here. I want to help you get clear on these things, right? And I can support you in all 5 of these things. And the best way to figure out, of the 3 programs I mentioned, which one is best for you, is to book a clarity call. Okay. This complimentary health coaching clarity call is to help you get clear, help you figure out really what areas do you need to focus on, sometimes not what you think, but what you actually need to focus on, and what do you need to do in those areas. And then I can just share as a coach, like all of the different programs I offer, which one, but also how I can support you in seeing your goals come to life. It is a complimentary call. It's a no pressure call. So go book the call. Book the call, and just let's chat. Find a time on my calendar. Let's chat on Zoom or on the phone to really figure out how you can create a wellness routine that actually works. All right. So that is your action post challenge, or if you're just watching this, book that complimentary clarity call, ladies. And then I just wanted to mention something exciting that I'm doing. My birthday is next week, Tuesday, and I decided I'm going to do a birthday bash. And so last week we focused a lot on thoughts and habits, right? Like, what do we need to do, think, all that to look and feel our best. And this birthday bash is going to be sharing with you some amazing products that have helped me look and feel my best. I think it goes hand in hand, working on our mindset, our habits, and using products that support us, that are like supplemental to it. And so I'll be sharing about my favorite products in the apparel, beauty, wellness categories, and doing some amazing giveaways as well. And so the birthday bash will be held in my Facebook group, the Look and Feel Your Best Club. Again, you're not going to want to miss it. I have been planning it. I've been planning a little bit this week. I put things into fruition this week. But I think these are the two things. If you want to create a wellness routine that works, if you want to look and feel your best, book that complimentary clarity call and join the Look and Feel Your Best Club. Okay. So if you're wanting the link for those, say clarity call, or just say clarity below, and I'll send you the link to the clarity call. Say clarity, and then say birthday bash. Birthday bash. It'll be the best virtual birthday bash ever. That I'm hosting for myself. And by the way, I think it's fine to host things for yourself. Anyways, drop a complimentary clarity call. Say clarity below if you want to get a link to find a time to talk, and then say birthday bash below if you want to join my birthday bash. All right, that's it. I hope you enjoyed this challenge. If you're not, again, you can still access the challenge. Just let me know you want, say, healthy habits below, and I'll send you the link to the challenge. But either way, I actually think the best things going forward is to talk with me on that clarity call, complimentary health coaching clarity call, and birthday bash. Just to see some of my favorite products. Okay, I'm gonna go. Got a couple things to do while I have an hour and a half left of childcare, but grateful for you all. It's been fun doing this challenge again, and I'm excited for the things to come. Hopefully, I'm gonna talk to you all soon. Okay, bye.